One of the first things we will do when we win this November is to stand up for parents' rights. We will get critical race theory out of our schools, out of our military, which I had out of our military, and out of every part of our federal, state, and local governments. It's bad.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and Donald and his rally cries and whines continue at an event held in Nevada on the 8th of this month.
And at long last, every parent in America must be empowered to opt out of the forced indoctrination in the classroom and send their child to the public, private charter, religious, or home school of their choice.
He begins with the notion that parents have no right to contest what their children are taught in school. But that's not exactly true, is it? As a parent or guardian of a child, you have every right to contact a school or educator in regards to the curriculum. You also have the right to vote in people to school boards and speak to those local groups that have a sway in your child's school. What you didn't have is the right to tell your kid that trans people are evil and that Jesus rode a Tyrannosaurus Rex carrying an AR-15. Well, maybe you have that right, but it's no moral ground.
No teacher, remember this, should ever be allowed to teach transgender to our children without parental consent. Can you believe I'm even saying that? I'm saying parental consent like it's a big deal. Of course you have to have parental consent. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you'd never even think, we now need parental consent. We have to fight for parental consent. Can you believe we even have to talk about this?
Hammering home the idea that children are simply springboards for your demented ideas is pretty messed up, if you ask me. Kids are supposed to learn a variety of subjects from their schools, and if MAGA quacks don't like it, then why don't they jump onto the school choice narrative? Oh, that's right, private and charter schools can cost a lot of money, so Donald Trump is here arguing both for and against school choice.
We will never stop fighting for the American family. Another one of our highest priorities under a Republican Congress will be to stop left-wing censorship and to restore free speech in America. That's what we're going to do. Go out and sign up today, right now. Truth Social, it's doing great. It's hot.
Former President Donald Trump's Truth Social site has yet to generate any ad revenue.
With, in my opinion, much better engagement.
However you feel about the president's politics, there's no users or very few users on Truth Social.
He would rather have these people believe that it's their right to harass educators and school faculty to get them to listen to their insane conspiracy theories. Now, if I have to go over CRT again, I'm going to lose it. The rhetoric around critical race theory is just another talking point that they've marketed to people who really believe that teachers are telling 5-year-olds to hate all white people. Here's the thing. If a teacher sends home material that you don't agree with, just tell your kid why you don't agree with it. Y'all heard the Common Core math. That stuff is crazy. But the problem here isn't an actual breakdown in communication between parents and teachers. That is part of how the curriculum is developed. The problem is that the MAGA crowd have now chosen teachers as one of their latest boogeymen. Scary teachers are telling your kids about empathy and historical fact. The audacity. Maybe pick up the slack at home, Karen. Why don't you just quit your day job and homeschool your kids? Oh yeah, y'all cried about that too during COVID shutdowns. Guess teaching your kid family values interrupted your television time. None of this is a real threat to children in schools. The threat is not educating them. Fostering the worst possible habits of our culture in children is how we get people like the orange freak show Donald Trump. Democrats are not after your kids. They're after the people who want to make sure your kids come out of school less empathetic and less educated. A population that doesn't ask why makes it really easy for billionaires and MAGA GOP fundraisers to rip you off. Just ask Steve Bannon. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.